Hello everyone, how are you all? In the last video, we studied about the structure of the atmosphere, that is, the layers of the atmosphere we have studied. And in this video, we will be learning about air and its composition and pollutants in the air. We all know that the air which we inhale is not a single gas, but it is a mixture of gases. And it is found that up to an altitude of 90 km from the Earth's surface, the proportion of three major gases present in the atmosphere is uniform. That is, let us now study about the composition of air. That is, you can see according to this pie chart that nitrogen consists of 78% in the atmosphere and oxygen consists of 20.9%. And then the carbon dioxide is there, some other gases are there, and argon gases are there, which are the lighter gases as comparative to nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Now we will be studying about all the three major gases, that is the nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide individually, and we will see what is the importance of all these gases. You can see in the atmosphere mainly these three gases are there. Now the nitrogen. Nitrogen occupies 78% of the total volume in the air, and it is the most plentiful gas, but it has little direct importance to living organisms. When we inhale air, the major amount of nitrogen is not utilized inside our body system, but it is important for the plants, and plants absorb nitrogen through the soil. This is used by the plants to support their growth and development, and then indirectly nitrogen is useful to us. Now comes the oxygen. You can see, and we all know that it comprises of 21% of the total volume of the air, and all the living organisms on this earth, whether human beings or animals, inhale oxygen from the surrounding air to stay alive, and hence it is known as life supporting gas. And when we inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide, which is used by the plants in the process of photosynthesis, and hence the balance is maintained in the air about oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now, if the carbon dioxide increases, the amount of carbon dioxide, if it increases, it can create global warming. We all know this. And then it have the adverse effects on the living being. Since carbon dioxide has a property to absorb heat, it increases the temperature of the atmosphere, and which in turn increases the temperature over the Earth's surface, which causes global warming. And yes, global warming is a threatening. Today it has become a threat to the life support system of this planet. And we all know that until and unless we humans will take some efforts to reduce CO2, it will have adverse effects on us. And yes, this global warming can be prevented by minimizing the use of some of the gases like CO2, CFCs, that is chlorofluorocarbons, and the methane. These are some of the gases which gives a very bad impact on the environment. Now, we want to see the major pollutants in the air. Which are the major pollutants? We all know that mixture of gases, water vapors, and dust particles. Addition to it, few man-made substances of both solid and gaseous nature. They are multiplying the pollutants in the air. For example, we can see plying automobiles in the cities also releases gaseous pollutants like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and lead particles, which causes air pollution. Industrial and energy supply are also creating pollution in the environment. The transport I already talked about, like the flying of automobiles, then waste management, household energy, agriculture practices, all these things are adding to the environment. They're adding the pollutants in the environment, which in turn is a cause of several diseases. And we all know the smoke particles, they are when combined with the fog in the environment, in the atmosphere, it causes smog, which causes serious health problems like irritation in the eyes, skin diseases, respiratory diseases. It is Air pollution is hurting the planet with increasingly deadly effects on all lives. Even the sulfur dioxide emissions from the industries or the waste managements affects the clouds with the sulfuric acid, and which causes acid rains, which harms the vegetation and water life. And occasionally the volcanic eruptions in some countries also add solid and gaseous substances in large quantity to the atmosphere. And even sometimes forest fires add pollutants and causes further damage to the atmosphere. We all should have an awareness of these pollutants so that they are reduced in the atmosphere. In addition to it, I want to add here that even pollution is caused by burning of the husk by the farmers. We know that in the late September and October each year, farmers mainly in Punjab and Haryana, they burn the crop waste from their paddy fields after harvesting and even before starting with the new crop. They burn their paddy fields before sowing for the second crop, that is the winter crop. They burn their paddy fields and as a low cost straw disposal practice, it means उनको लगता है ये काम सस्ते में हो जाएगा, इसको जला दिया जाए, इसको बर्न कर दिया जाए तो जल्दी से काम खत्म हो जाएगा, नया फील्ड स्टार्टअप, नया क्रॉप उगाने के लिए फील्ड तैयार हो जाएगी. But it has a great adverse effect on the environment. It causes the pollution. It creates the breathing problems in the human beings. So, in the end, I would like to tell you that we all should have an awareness of these pollutants so that we can reduce them in the atmosphere. Otherwise, it is affecting the environment. Global warming is taking place, ozone layer in the atmosphere is depleting, it's getting holes, and we are getting the ultraviolet rays of the sun, which again causes skin cancers and allergies. This all in this video. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, stay connected.